Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. We are live, and I mean live, watching this absolute nail-biter between Florida State and NC State. If you're not tuned in, you are missing out, big time. The energy in this stadium is electric, you can practically feel it through the screen. We've got a classic ACC showdown on our hands, and both of these teams came to play, no doubt about it. Let's break down this first half. Man, what a chess match. NC State came out swinging. Their defense is looking like a brick wall right now. They've been putting relentless pressure on FSU's quarterback, forcing him to scramble out of the pocket on almost every other play. You gotta give credit where it's due. The Wolfpack's defensive line is earning their keep tonight. They're stuffing the run, they're getting in the backfield, and they are making life difficult for the Seminoles offense. On the other side of the ball, NC State's offense has been methodical. They're not trying for the flashy 50-yard bombs every time. Nope, they're playing smart football. Short passes, getting the running backs involved, and just slowly but surely marching down the field. It's that classic ground and pound style, eating up the clock and keeping that high-powered FSU offense cooling their heels on the sideline. That long touchdown drive they had in the second quarter was a thing of beauty, a masterclass in execution. But hold on, you can never ever count out Florida State. They've got too much talent, too much pride. After a shaky start, you can see them starting to find their rhythm. The quarterback is beginning to connect with his receivers on some key third downs. That deep pass down the sideline, that was a dime. It was a perfect throw and an even better catch. It just goes to show, you give this offense an inch, and they will take a mile. They've been bending but not breaking, and they managed to put some points on the board right before halftime to keep this thing close. That was a huge momentum swing. So, as we head into the locker rooms, it's anyone's ballgame. Seriously. NC State has the lead, and they've controlled the tempo for most of the first half. Their game plan has been solid, but FSU is hanging tough. They've weathered the initial storm, and you just know their coach is in there right now, making adjustments, firing up the squad. They've got the playmakers to flip this game on its head in a heartbeat. What do we need to watch for in the second half? For NC State, can they maintain this intensity? Their defense has been playing lights out, but can they keep it up for another 2 quarters against an explosive offense? They also need to avoid costly penalties. We saw a couple of flags that stalled NG half drives, and you can't afford those kinds of mistakes in a tight game like this. They need to stay disciplined and stick to what's been working for them. For Florida State, it's all about protection. The offensive line has got to give their quarterback more time. If they can establish a cleaner pocket, it opens up the entire playbook. They also need to get their running game going. It's been tough sledding so far, but if they can find some lanes, it'll take a lot of pressure off the passing attack and create some balance. Defensively, they need to force a turnover. A big interception or a fumble recovery could be the spark they need to really seize control of this game. This is what college football is all about, right here. 2 great teams, a passionate crowd, and everything on the line. I'm telling you, this second half is going to be epic. Who's going to make the big play when it counts? Which quarterback will stay cool under pressure? It's going to come down to who wants it more. Alright, the teams are coming back out onto the field. The crowd is on its feet, and the atmosphere is buzzing. Let's see what kind of adjustments were made at halftime. The first 5 minutes of this third quarter are going to be critical. It will set the tone for the rest of the game. NC State gets the ball first, and they have a chance to extend their lead and really put the pressure on. A touchdown here would be massive for them. On the flip side, if the FSU defense can come out and force a quick 3-and-out, that would be a huge statement. And here we go, the kickoff is in the air, the second half is underway. NC State's returner gets it to about the 25-yard line. Their offense is jogging out, and you can bet they're looking to pick up right where they left off. FSU's defense looks fired up, they're jumping around, ready to go. This is it, folks. First down, and it's a handoff up the middle. FSU's defensive line gets a great push, holding the run to just a 2-yard gain. That's the start the Seminoles needed. You can hear their sideline getting loud. 2nd and 8. Now, the quarterback is in the shotgun. He takes the snap, looks left, looks right, feels the pressure coming, and he just has to throw it away. Great coverage downfield by the Seminoles secondary. They are not giving him any easy windows, and now it's a huge 3rd and 8. This is a massive play. The crowd is deafening. The quarterback can barely hear himself think. He's clapping for the snap. He gets it, drops back. The pocket is collapsing. He steps up and fires a pass over the middle. And it's incomplete, tipped at the line of scrimmage. What a play by the FSU defensive tackle. He got his hands up and batted it down. That is a gigantic stop for the Seminoles defense to start the half. The Wolfpack will have to punt. That's a huge momentum shift right there. So FSU's offense gets the ball back with great field position, and you can just feel the belief growing on their side. This is their chance to go down and tie this game up, or maybe even take the lead. The offense is huddling up, and you know the play call is designed to take advantage of this energy. They've got the momentum, now they just need to execute. First down, and they come out with a pass. A quick slant, and it's complete for a solid 7-yard gain. Good, smart play to get things started. Second and short, they're not wasting any time, going with some tempo here. They hurry to the line. It's a handoff to the running back. He finds a little crease, and he bursts through for a first down. That's their biggest run of the night. The offensive line created a real lane there. You see, that's the adjustment we were talking about. Now they're moving. First down, just inside NC State territory. The quarterback is looking confident. He takes the snap, play action fake, and he's going deep. He's got a man one-on-one down the sideline. He throws it up, ... and it is caught. Touchdown, Florida State. What a bomb. A perfect spiral, right over the defender's shoulder, and the receiver hauls it in for the score. This place has just erupted. The Seminoles have come all the way back to take the lead. Wow, just wow. That is what I'm talking about when I say this FSU team is explosive. One play, that's all it takes. They were down, they looked out of sorts, but they come out in the second half. The defense gets a huge stop, and the offense cashes in immediately with a spectacular touchdown. That is how you flip a football game. Now NC State is a little stunned. The crowd is going nuts. Their offense has to come back out onto the field after being on the sideline for less than a minute. And now they're trailing. This is a test of their character. How do they respond to this sudden adversity? This is where good teams show their mettle. They can't panic. They have to get back to their game plan, trust their system, and answer back. This is setting up for an incredible finish. We've got a one-score game. Both offenses are capable of making big plays, and both defenses are fighting tooth and nail. Every single possession from here on out is critical. There is no room for error. A turnover, a missed tackle, a dropped pass, any of it could be the difference between winning and losing. I'm on the edge of my seat here. You could cut the tension with a knife. This has been a fantastic football game, and it's far from over. We've still got a lot of football left to be played in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a battle of wills. Who's going to step up and be the hero tonight? Thanks for tuning in and watching along with me. This is why we love this sport. Don't go anywhere, because this finish is going to be one for the ages. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of the action. Let's see how this thing plays out.